back! Say hi, Alexia.
Hi. Hi.
And if your mysterious boyfriend wants to say hi too, he can, I guess.
Do you want to say hi, mysterious friend?
I just heard him go hum, so he can burn and die for all I care at this point. Anywho! Okay, Red Crown Parrot is where I was at. I clicked California for it simply because of the fact that they're only there and I think Mexico. Trying to remember. They're only
Yes.
ATSF.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in Mexico to the United States, and that part on the map that they showed for this is only in like two areas, which was Florida. No, here we go. Southern Florida. It can be found on the islands of Hawaii, Mexico. So I'm gonna have to switch that to Hawaii. Or Puerto Rico or northern Mexico. Either one would be fine. I gotta check the other ones.
Yeah. 5 East California Street, and there's California on the other one. On the Red Crown Parrot.
Alright. California. California Street. Suicide Bridge. Is there a suicide bridge in California?
Let me see. That would surprise me since it is California.
Yeah.
No offense to Californians. Man,
I got like 23 subscribers on my channel, and they don't even look at this. No one's fucking gonna see it. No one's gonna see this video. No one's gonna see this.
I just typed in Suicide Bridge. First thing is Pasadena, CA, which is California. Dogs, and then California. So
Well, what's the name of the bridge? Because there's bridge names on here.
yeah, I'm looking. California Street Bridge. That's the name.
Wow. Well,
I mean Colorado Street Bridge.
yeah, it's right here. Verify. Nope.
That one was easy.
Nope. It's not California related.
But it's in Pasadena, California, Colorado Street Bridge.
Wait, Pasadena.
Yeah, Pasadena.
Well, California Street, and actually, what street is it on?
Is West Colorado Boulevard.
Nope, there is no Colorado Boulevard on this. It's just Pike Peak Avenue, Raymond Avenue. I mean, you got the picture, so. Houston Street, California Street. You can also find it in Hawaii, so is there, like, something there? I mean, the birds are in Hawaii as well, and Mexico. So, does Hawaii even have any bridges? And when you're surrounded by water... Oh, yeah! No, there's no Pasadena Street though.
The place I'm really seeing about Hawaii and Suicide Bridge is
I'm gonna look up these street addresses.
weird.
South
Yeah,
Main.
as soon as I typed in or looked up Suicide Bridge Hawaii, the first thing that comes up is Pasadena's Suicide Bridge, which is in California.
Okay, it's the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway, aka ATSF. I'm gonna see where that is exactly, though. Like, what streets go past it.
Maybe that would work.
Of course, it's taking a long time. Okay, time to just use. I don't know why I don't use my freaking internet provider. It's right there. Instead, I go to my phone. Actually, smarter. ASTF map. Just find the railway map of this thing.
Uh, I just found this at random. And the caption is "Say goodbye to the games I installed for you on your computer, you little bitch." And the caption is 9-year-old nephew. When you're not sleeping, you're either on the internet or eating. Your life has no value. And it doesn't make sense.
Oh, I found the ASTF plane. Alright, ASTF railway route. See, I had to be, when I was looking for this, I had to be super specific because, like, I pulled up different railways and stuff like that, and it just wouldn't pop up.
What's the connection? What is it?
Let's see, it's called the Old Santa Fe Trail, and the AT&SF is also what it's called before it got shortened even further. Larger railroads in the United States. The railroad reached the Kansas-Colorado border in 1873 and Pueblo, Colorado in 1876. think I found a map.
Okay, so I looked up the Colorado Street Bridge, and there's a. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm not gonna butcher it. But it's like next to it. If you want to know what it is.
Let's see, Topeka. Where's Atchison at? Or however the fuck you pronounce it at. That's weird. I'm looking at the Santa Fe roadway, and one of the supposed towns on here isn't listed. Or I'm just not seeing it. Nope. Doesn't look to be listed. Oh god, there's a song about this. Huh. Let's see. Rather than turn its survey southwards at Dodge City, the AT and SF headed southwest for Raton Pass because of coal deposits near Trinidad, Colorado, and Raton, or however you pronounce it, and New Mexico. No, Raton, New Mexico. The Denver and Rio Grande Railroad. What other places? We had a town called Leadville. I am not surprised.
Oh yeah. Are you?
Oh, I'm here. I'm trying to see if any of these streets are in California. That's not California Street. Oh, pops up. See if I can actually see it though. I'm putting in 222 South Raymond Avenue, and I just put a TSF like at the end of it, and something actually came up. Oh my god. Whatever website it is, it's just not popping up on my phone. So. And here comes my problem with this, because I found something on my phone, but same thing doesn't pop up on my normal Google screen. I'll type it out and see if it pops up. PCAD. Topeka. Ah, here we go. "222 South Raymond Avenue was one of the houses built near the tracks. At least one of the buildings. It's a railroad station, that's what it is. So Raven Avenue has something to do with ATSF. It is also in California, Pasadena. And Colorado Street Bridge is the name of the suicide bridge. Let's try it. Alright, that's it. Pasadena is now the answer written on the cacti. Last one. Virginia Woolf, electrotherapy, sleep, and Silas Ware Mitchell.
Alright.
Wow. I clicked Virginia. You know what? I'll show you. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to let you appreciate this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
The bottom right says rest cure, by the way. Couldn't get a good picture of that.
So no bottom picture.
Oh, it's on there. It's just that on the off chance you can't see what it says, because it's like lighter than the other ones, because I have to angle my phone. Because at the angle that I have my screen at, I could see it just fine, but it's like really bad for pictures. So I have to tilt my camera just to see anything. But yeah, just read what the Virginia Woolf one says and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Novelist. A room of one's own.
At least you read that better than I did. I read feminist novelist and I went, oh, okay. And then immediately afterward, drowned. And I was like, oh, thanks for that.
Here, I think the bottom one is.
Yeah, rest cure.
And Bloomsbury very.
Alright, let's see.
Suspension of.
Oh, I know about the university.
And physical. Then. Oh.
I'm gonna put rescue for Virginia Woolf because, like, she actually gets mentioned. I can't remember where it was, but for like Silas Mitchell, like for she gets mentioned in a couple other stuff, mostly involving some type of psychological thing. Another thing that kept popping up now and then was the University of Pennsylvania, so I'm using that for Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Next is sleep and electrotherapy.
Wait. Your favorite creepypasta character?
Who told you that lie?
I'm being funny. I know you. You think Jeff the Killer is overrated.
More along the lines that I find it suspicious and fitting that none of his victims were black. There's a reason for this. No motherfucker is gonna come into my house, in my room, talking about go to sleep. That's an ass whooping.
Jiggity Mecca. Jiggity Mecca. Find some racist.
Not at all. I'm one of those people, like, have you heard that term where people are like, if you say that one race looks the same, then you're racist? I never understood that. Because I'm like, but you do look alike. I look alike. I just found the entire thing weird.
Oh, right. So, Richard was telling me something happened with you and your mom, but Pokemon Go, and I wanted to know the story.
Can we not do this while we're recording?
Yeah, Richard. I don't want to talk about it. It's just recording. Sorry, folks. You'll never know the story.
If they want to know it, just talk about people complaining about it. I mean, it wouldn't be close, but, you know, something. Plus, it'll just make you, like, roll your eyes to the point that they will pop out of your skull for relief because of how dumb it was. But yeah, I always found it weird where everyone was like, oh, you said that they look alike, that's racist. I'm like, but I look like every other black person. You look like every other insert whatever you are here because we do, in fact, look alike in comparison. I can't say that about accents, though. Apparently, apparently, I sound foreign. People tell me that. I sound foreign. Like, I talk to people, and they, like, just the other day, this old lady was like, hey, where are you from? And I'm like, here? She was like, but your accent is so strange. I'm like, where? And I'm like, what? And she was like, where did you go where you ended up getting such an accent? And I listed off the different places I've been to. And I get to Mississippi, and the person, and then just this random black girl that was next to her goes, we don't sound like that in Mississippi. I'm like, you sound like a hick. But, you know, whatever. She doesn't sound like she's from Mississippi, and that's saying something.
That's so weird. Because somebody told me that too. I don't remember. I was in Cedar Hill, and Richard and I going to the Cinemark over there, and I'm going to the bathroom because hey, but before the movie starts, and this lady comes up to me. She's like, "Oh, pardon me." I'm like, "Oh, it's all right." She's like, "Where are you from?" From here? Really? You sound like you're from somewhere else.
I know, right?
You sound like you're from somewhere else. Probably on the south side of Dallas.
Yeah, I never understood where everyone's like, you sound like you're not from around here. I can't believe you're from this area. I'm like, because I speak in proper English?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I went to Colorado before, back when my brother-in-law was stationed there. And
Yeah.
we're visiting him. I don't know this once, but we're going to the grocery store and look for something. I'm asking the lady, can she help me? She's like, oh, where are you from? Oh, Texas. Really? You don't sound like you're from Texas.
I want to set people on fire when they tell me that.
I laughed. I laughed and I said, well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I've been going through a little cough and a little cold lately, so I may not sound like how I should.
Oh my god. You ought to be ashamed. Shame upon your family.
And then she said, that sounds forced. And I said, it is, because I don't speak that way.
I have met Texans that speak that way.
I have too.
So weird. I've actually got to meet actual country Texans, and I sat there going, I cannot believe that I am related to you state-wise. Because, we're all from Texas. Technically, we're related because we're all from the same state, but I'm like, I cannot believe we occupy the same state. Oh my god. Like, one of them was talking about hydroplaning, because, we're not supposed to do that. And it was like, what? Hydroplaning is the best thing ever. Especially when you're on a long country road and it just rained. And I'm just staring at him like, you crazy motherfucker.
I can't believe we're related somehow.
And the only reason why, they were just adorable. I'm not even gonna lie. They were the most adorable group of people I had ever come across. And that one in particular was like, what was it? He is I don't know if he still is, but at the time when he was there, he was considered the 7th most obese person in the United States. But he was all muscle. Yeah, I was like, how do you count as obese when walking into you, it's like hitting cinder block or concrete? My god, I ran into him by accident. I had the wind knocked out of me by what would have been his beer belly. I was like, my god, man! You'd think he jiggled. He did not. He was solid. And he was like, well, apparently it only has something to do with weight. I'm like, but you're all muscle. You're not fat. And he said, yeah, but it's all done by weight, and thus I'm considered the 7th most obese in the United States. I'm like, well, that's a dumb way to categorize it.
Muscle weight and fat weight is different. Your muscle weight, you're not obese.
Yeah, his is just...
Because it's muscle that was gained. If you're obese because of... That's because of the fat.
Yeah, it's weight. Apparently it was done by weight alone, but he was kind of a weird anomaly because, I was at Job Corps at the time. They were freaking out about him because his temperature was constantly at 99 degrees. That was literally his normal body temperature. But they were freaking out about it because I guess it was in his doctor reports and whatnot, but they wanted to triple, quadruple check because that literally meant his body was in a constant state of fighting off a pathogen, even though he wasn't sick. But as a result, he was also hardly sick.
Oh, nice. Michael Phelps won a record in 19 Olympic
medals.
Oh, that's nice. If only I cared. When it comes to the Olympics, I just want to see the opening, and then after that, I just stop caring.
His comeback was pretty. Everyone's like, "Oh, and I'm like, "Oh, he's back." I guess that Moana kick went away.
Okay, so rescue for Virginia Woolf, University of Pennsylvania for Mitchell. I got physical inactivity for sleep, though that's probably a moot point when it comes to electrotherapy.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not connecting electrotherapy. I'm just saying that physical inactivity is probably like the worst thing to put on there for it, including rest cure, because electrotherapy.
Yeah.
But it's also like the only doctor thing on here, unless I want to put drowned.
Electrotherapy would do that because it's very evil and.
I think you're thinking about
So,
shock
I see the
therapy.
Yes, I am.
No, electrotherapy is still evil. But then again, this is from a person that doesn't trust doctors. I don't trust doctors or hospitals, but I trust the people until they enter doctor mode. Then you need to back up.
How do you get electroshock there? Just like little tasers?
No, they attach wires to you via like wow, I cannot explain this.
Like they would if you were gonna.
Imagine a nicotine patch with wires going through it that is attached to your skin, and they send pulses of electricity through it to get your muscles to move. It can also be used as a way to keep you from doing things, like you like setting fires. They light a match in front of you, and then they electrocute you, so you associate that flame with pain.
But. Fire.
Yeah, well, electrotherapy don't give a fuck.
Fire is good.
Doctors don't care. Remember, this was a time where the Hippocratic Oath was, well, the Hippocratic Suggestion. AKA medic from Team Fortress 2.
No, this is a dumb question. Should video games be an Olympic event? No, because they already have, different ways for gamers.
Only if it's VR, and that's because it'd be hilarious. I say VR, but that's because it would be funny to watch.
That would be.
Like, they can't see what's going on in front of them, but we can, so they're stuck with the VR accessory, and just put random obstacles in front of them and just watch them crash into everything.
That would be.
I'm gonna try retards muscle atrophy. Go to sleep. Shut up. Inhibited sensory activity. See if that works. Nope, that didn't work. Alright. What does this Mitchell guy have? Wait. What's neurasthenia? I'm gonna look up the University of Pennsylvania while I'm at it. Make sure I spell Pennsylvania correctly, because even if I am aware of its existence, doesn't mean I know how to spell it. I always hated that argument. Like, you can't spell this? I'm like, no, because I've only spoken it. Like, maybe once or twice.
condition characterized as lassitude, fatigue, headache, and irritability associated chiefly with emotional disturbance.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yes.
That sounds like a Virginia Woolf problem. Because she did drown herself because she was feeling that she was having a fit of madness that would pull her to a point where she would never get out of it.
But she was irritable of something.
So I guess we could still use rescue for that. After that, we'll use drowned. Alright, electrotherapy.
Was emotional disturbance. So yeah.
I don't know about lymphatic drainage. I don't know what that is.
I'll look it up.
I'm gonna look for that whatever that ion thing is. Ion top you know what? I'm giving up on that word. I have not heard anyone pronounce it, so I will not do so myself.
Lymphatic drainage is a type of gentle massage which is intended to encourage the natural drainage of the lymph, which carries waste product away from the tissue back towards the heart.
That sounds terrible. However,
The lymph system depends.
the ion whatsits is a technique of introducing ionic medicinal compounds into the body through the skin by applying a local electrical current. So we have another electricity one. Alright then, now we need to do one for sleep. You know what? I'm gonna say inhibited sensory activity because all these other ones involve some type of activity.
Yes.